Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to explore some amazing coins from the USA State Quarter Program. From California to Connecticut, we'll dive into the history, design, and collector's value of each coin. So, let's get started. First up, we have the 2005p California State Quarter coin. California is well known for its diverse history and rich cultural heritage, and this quarter reflects that. Let's break down its historical context, design, mintage, and much more. The 2005p California Quarter was released as part of the 50 State Quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. This program was designed by the U.S. Mint to honor each of the 50 states with a commemorative quarter. California, being the 31st state admitted to the Union, was honored in 2005 as the third coin in that year's releases. California has played a pivotal role in the history of the United States, from the gold rush to its major role in shaping the modern economy. The imagery chosen for the quarter was inspired by the state's rich history and natural beauty. It was released in 2005 as part of a celebration of California's entry into the Union in 1850. The obverse of California State Quarter features the familiar portrait of George Washington, as with all the state quarters. However, the reverse side is where the magic happens. The coin showcases the state's natural beauty and rich history. The design was created by Garrett Burke and sculpted by Don Everhart. The reverse design includes a depiction of John Muir, a famous naturalist, standing in front of Yosemite National Park's iconic half-dome. A condor soaring overhead, symbolizing the state's efforts to protect and preserve its natural resources. The inscription, California, at the top. The inscription, John Muir, at the bottom. The dates, 1850 to 2005, are inscribed on the coin, commemorating the 150th anniversary of California's statehood. The 2005p California State Quarters design is significant because it honors John Muir, a renowned naturalist who played a crucial role in preserving Yosemite National Park. Showcases the state's natural beauty in iconic landmarks, such as Half Dome. Commemorates the 150th anniversary of California's statehood. Reflects the state's commitment to environmental conservation and preservation. The mintage of California State Quarter was around 1.6 billion coins, making it one of the most widely circulated quarters from the series. However, due to its limited release in specific regions, it's become a bit of a collector's item, especially in high-quality grades. While the 2005p California Quarter is relatively common in circulation, certain varieties and error coins have caught the attention of collectors. One of the most sought-after errors is a double die variety, where the design on the reverse appears doubled. Additionally, high-grade examples, especially those graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, can fetch prices of $500 to $1,200 or more. Collectors are particularly drawn to coins from the State Quarters program because they reflect the country's history, its individual states, and the artistry of coin design. The California Quarter is especially popular due to the state's global cultural impact and its association with major U.S. historical events. Next, let's take a look at the 2002d Mississippi State Quarter. Mississippi holds a rich history in the southern U.S. and its quarter was the 20th coin released in the State Quarters program. Mississippi became the 20th state to join the Union in 1817, and its statehood is celebrated with the release of this quarter. This coin was issued in 2002 as part of the program's second year of release. Mississippi's role in the American Civil War, its position on the Mississippi River, and its history as a center for the cotton industry all played a role in the design of this quarter. The reverse of the Mississippi Quarter features an iconic image of a steamboat on the Mississippi River, which is a nod to the state's famous river trade history. In the background, you can see a magnolia flower, the state flower, representing the beauty of the region. The coin also features the Magnolia State in a ribbon above the river and magnolia flower. The mintage of the 2002d Mississippi Quarter is also high, with over 1.1 billion minted. However, the D Mint mark indicates that these coins were produced in the Denver Mint, which adds a touch of distinction for collectors. Like the California Quarter, the 2002d Mississippi Quarter is relatively common in circulation. However, certain error coins have attracted interest, particularly a die crack variety that occurs near the edge of the coin. Coins with this error can be worth significantly more, depending on the severity and location of the crack. The highest graded examples can sell for $300 to $900 or more. Collectors value the Mississippi quarter for its historical significance and its connection to the Mississippi River, a central feature of the state's identity. The coin is popular among those who specialize in regional state quarters or who focus on unique mint marks. Now let's move on to the 2001 North Carolina State Quarter. This was the first quarter released in 2001, and it's packed with history. North Carolina, the 12th state to join the Union in 1789, has a long and diverse history. The design of its quarter captures key elements of the state's significance, from early American history to the state's cultural contributions. North Carolina is famously known as the site of the first successful powered flight by the Wright brothers in 1903, and this is represented on the coin's reverse. The reverse of the North Carolina quarter depicts a winged propeller symbolizing the Wright brothers' first flight at Kitty Hawk. Above this, you'll see the state's famous State of North Carolina outline, and the words, "First in Flight," are prominently displayed across the top. The design not only celebrates the Wright brothers' achievements but also honors the state's early contributions to American aviation. Over 1.5 billion North Carolina quarters were minted, making it one of the more common state quarters in circulation. It was produced at both the Philadelphia Mint, with the P Mint mark, and the Denver Mint, with the D Mint mark. Although the 2001 North Carolina quarter is common in circulation, certain error coins have sparked interest. The most sought-after error is a mule error where the obverse and reverse dies were mismatched. This error is extremely rare, and coins with it have sold for hundreds of dollars. However, standard versions of the coin in excellent condition can still command a premium of $400 to $1,050 depending on their grade. The North Carolina quarter is especially popular among collectors who are interested in aviation history, the Wright brothers, or U.S. historical milestones. The "First in Flight" motto gives this coin significant appeal, making it one of the most memorable coins in the entire state quarter program. Next, we have the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter. As the first state released in the state quarters program, Connecticut holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. Historical context: Connecticut, the fifth state to join the Union in 1788, was the birthplace of the Constitutional Convention. The state played an essential role in the formation of the United States and its government, which is reflected in the design of the quarter. The reverse of the Connecticut quarter features an image of the charter oak, a symbol of the state's fight for independence and its early efforts in shaping the U.S. Constitution. The charter oak was famous for sheltering the Royal Charter of Connecticut from the British during colonial times. The coin's design also features a sailing ship, a tribute to Connecticut's maritime heritage, and the inscription, "The Constitution State," at the bottom. The 1999 Connecticut State Quarter was one of the first coins to be minted in the program, with over 1.7 billion coins released in total. Its early release made it an instant hit among collectors. While Connecticut quarters are generally common, there are some rare varieties, such as off-center errors or coins that show misaligned dies. These can fetch values of $2,500 or more, especially in higher grades. The Connecticut quarter holds significant historical interest due to its representation of the state's role in American independence and constitutional history. Collectors interested in early U.S. history or those focused on early statehood coins often seek this one out. Next on our list is the 2007 Utah State Quarter, released as part of the 50 State Quarters program in 2007. This coin honors the state of Utah, which is famous for its stunning natural landscapes and its historical role in the expansion of the United States. The design of the 2007 Utah State Quarter highlights the state's most famous natural feature, the Delicate Arch, a natural sandstone arch located in Arches National Park. This breathtaking geological formation is one of Utah's most recognizable symbols, and it perfectly captures the state's rugged and beautiful landscape. The design also features a miner's pick and shovel, representing Utah's mining history, which was crucial to the state's development. The phrase, "Crossroads of the West," is inscribed, reflecting Utah's central location as a key point for westward expansion during the 19th century. The year 1896 is also prominently displayed, marking Utah's entry into the Union as the 45th state. As with all state quarters, the obverse features the traditional portrait of George Washington. The 2007 Utah State Quarter had a total mintage of around 293 million coins. Like other state quarters, the general circulation coins typically hold only their face value unless found in uncirculated or high-grade conditions. High-grade uncirculated specimens can fetch a premium, with coins in MS-65 or higher valued at $800 to $2,500. However, collectors will pay more for specific varieties, especially coins exhibiting errors or unique features. Some 2007 Utah quarters exhibit die cracks, which occur when cracks form in the die used to strike the coin. These cracks can sometimes create noticeable imperfections, and collectors who seek out these variations find them especially interesting. A very unique error occurs when part of the engraving on the coin is missing. This can lead to a coin with missing letters or incomplete phrases, which is another highly desirable feature among collectors. The delicate arch design makes the Utah quarter particularly appealing to coin enthusiasts who appreciate coins that represent the natural beauty and history of the United States. Additionally, collectors are particularly drawn to the die cracks and missing letters, which make the coin unique and increase its rarity. Next up we have the 2000 Massachusetts State Quarter. This coin is significant due to its portrayal of one of the most famous historical events in American history, the signing of the Mayflower Compact. Massachusetts was the sixth state to join the Union, and its quarter honors the Pilgrims who landed at Plymouth Rock in 1620. The reverse of the coin features an image of the Mayflower ship, a symbol of early American history, along with the inscription, "The Bay State," and 1620, marking the year of the Pilgrims' arrival. The design was chosen to reflect the legacy of the Pilgrims and their commitment to freedom, a foundational aspect of American culture and the Massachusetts state identity. When it comes to mintage, the 2000 Massachusetts State Quarter also saw massive production numbers, with well over 700 million coins minted. However, this doesn't make it any less valuable, especially for collectors looking for certain qualities. Massachusetts quarters typically sell for $350 to $750, but coins with high mint grades or those found in proof sets can reach much higher values. Like other state quarters, the market for these coins is driven by rarity, error types, and overall condition. Some known errors include double strikes and die cracks, similar to other state quarters. These errors can dramatically increase the value of the coin, especially when they are in pristine, uncirculated condition. Next up, the 1999 Pennsylvania State Quarter. This coin was released in 1999 as part of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, which honored each of the 50 states with their own unique design. But Pennsylvania's quarter stands out for a number of reasons. The Pennsylvania State Quarter was the first of the state quarters to be released in 1999, marking the beginning of a new era in U.S. coinage. The design of the coin is deeply connected to the state's rich history. It features a depiction of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania's coat of arms, which includes a horse, a plow, and a sheaf of wheat. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll see an outline of the state with the phrase, "Birthplace of Independence," a nod to Pennsylvania's role in the founding of the United States, specifically the signing of the Declaration of Independence in Philadelphia in 1776. Pennsylvania has an incredibly important place in American history, and this coin highlights that significance. But there's more to this coin than just its design. The 1999 Pennsylvania Quarter had a mintage of 1.03 billion coins. Despite its high mintage, this coin can be quite valuable under the right circumstances. Most of these quarters are worth face value, but some rare varieties of the 1999 Pennsylvania Quarter can fetch significant amounts, especially those with minting errors. Collectors pay a premium for quarters that have errors such as a double die or an off-center strike. The error coins are typically worth hundreds of dollars, and in some cases, they have been known to sell for over $15,000 at auction. Because the 1999 Pennsylvania State Quarter is one of the most widely collected, errors found on this coin can generate a lot of interest in the numismatic community. In conclusion, while the 1999 Pennsylvania State Quarter is not rare in terms of mintage, its historical significance and potential for error-related value make it a sought-after coin. Make sure to check your quarters carefully, you might just find a hidden gem. Moving on, we have the 1999 P Delaware State Quarter. This coin, released the same year as Pennsylvania, carries a lot of historical weight, and its design reflects the state's important role in American history. The 1999 Delaware State Quarter was the first quarter to be released in the series, and it celebrates the state's role as the first state to ratify the U.S. Constitution. The coin's design is incredibly symbolic, featuring a silhouette of a man signing the Constitution, accompanied by the words, "the first state." The 1999 P Delaware State Quarter also has a high mintage, with over 1 billion coins produced. However, like the Pennsylvania Quarter, this coin's rarity isn't just about its production numbers. There are certain varieties of the 1999 P Delaware Quarter that are worth much more than face value. Some of the rarer versions include coins with minting errors, such as the famous spitting horse variety. This error occurs when the design on the reverse of the coin is overstruck, creating a small raised area near the horse's mouth, which looks like it's spitting. Collectors have gone crazy for this particular error, and it can fetch as much as $700 to $1,100, depending on its condition. Even without errors, collectors still seek the 1999 P Delaware State Quarter in uncirculated condition, with pristine examples going for as much as $200 to $500. If you're lucky enough to find one in near perfect quality, it might be worth much more than you thought. Next, the 2000 P Virginia State Quarter is part of the United States Mint's 50 State Quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. This program was initiated to celebrate the history and culture of each state, and the Virginia Quarter is the 10th in the series. Virginia, known as the Old Dominion, has a rich history as one of the original 13 colonies. The state played a crucial role in early American history, being the site of the first permanent English settlement in Jamestown in 1607 and home to many founding fathers, including George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and James Madison. The decision to include Virginia in the State Quarters program reflects its historical significance. The quarter features imagery that symbolizes Virginia's heritage and contribution to the formation of the United States. The obverse side of the quarter showcases the familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan and first used on the quarter in 1932. This representation symbolizes Virginia's historical importance, as Washington was born and raised in the state. The reverse side of the Virginia Quarter is designed by artist William C. Seiden. It depicts a depiction of the state's motto, Sic Semper Tyrannis, thus always to tyrants, which is a phrase attributed to Brutus during the assassination of Julius Caesar. The design also includes an image of the state seal, featuring a female figure representing virtue, who stands over a fallen tyrant. This imagery reflects Virginia's strong ties to the themes of liberty and governance. The D Mint mark indicates that this quarter was minted in Denver Mint. The value of the 2000 P Virginia Quarter can vary based on several factors, including its condition, whether it is in circulation, and demand among collectors. In general circulation, the quarter has a face value of 25 cents. If it is worn or shows significant signs of handling, its value will remain close to this face value. Uncirculated versions, often sold in sets or directly from the mint, can be valued higher. These coins typically fetch prices ranging from $1 to $5, depending on the quality and demand. Coins that have been professionally graded by services like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, can command much higher prices. For instance, a quarter graded MS-67 or higher can sell for over $20. The highest grades will see the most significant appreciation in value. Occasionally, error coins can also surface, such as those with misprints or incorrect mint marks, which can significantly increase their value due to rarity. Next, let's jump to the 2002 Louisiana State Quarter. Louisiana was the 18th state to join the Union in 1812, and its quarter is an important piece in the state quarters program due to its rich cultural and historical significance. Let's explore its features. The Louisiana quarter's reverse side features the iconic image of a pelican in flight, symbolizing the state's natural beauty and rich wildlife. The pelican is also the state bird of Louisiana and can be seen on the Louisiana state flag. Surrounding the pelican are various symbols that evoke the state's diverse ecosystem. The coin also includes the inscription, Louisiana Purchase, and 1803, referencing the year when the U.S. purchased Louisiana from France, which expanded the nation's borders and played a pivotal role in shaping America's future. You can also spot the state's date of admission to the Union, 1812. Regarding mintage, the 2002 Louisiana quarter was produced in large quantities. Over 540 million were minted, making it fairly common. However, even with a high mintage, some collectors are still hunting for rare, high-grade versions of this coin. In terms of value, Louisiana quarter typically sells for around $250 to $675 in uncirculated conditions. However, specific errors or pristine proof versions can drive the price up. Look out for coins with mis-strikes, as these can be worth significantly more. Some of the most sought-after varieties for the Louisiana quarter include errors like off-center strikes and die cracks. As for overall collector interest, the Louisiana quarter is a favorite among history buffs and collectors who appreciate the symbolism of the Louisiana Purchase. Next up, the 2003 Missouri State Quarter is part of the 50 State Quarters program, which was initiated by the U.S. Mint in 1999 to celebrate the history and heritage of each state. The Missouri Quarter, minted in 2003 at the Philadelphia Mint, is one of the most iconic and collectible coins in the series, due to its rich historical significance and design. The design of the 2003 Missouri Quarter is inspired by the state's historical role in westward expansion, particularly during the Lewis and Clark expedition. Missouri is often referred to as the gateway to the West, and this coin beautifully captures that essence. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll see the Lewis and Clark expedition set against the backdrop of the famous Gateway Arch in St. Louis. The image features Lewis and Clark on their journey, marking Missouri as a starting point for the pioneers who moved westward. The coin is inscribed with the phrase, Corps of Discovery, referencing the historic Corps of Discovery expedition led by Meriwether Lewis and William Clark. The year 1804 is also included, signifying the beginning of their landmark exploration. The Gateway Arch, which serves as a modern symbol of Missouri, is also prominently featured on the coin. This stunning structure stands as a testament to Missouri's role in the expansion of the United States. On the obverse of the coin, as with all quarters in the series, is George Washington's profile, designed by John Flanagan. The 2003 Missouri State Quarter had a mintage of around 305 million coins. Despite this relatively large number, the value of these quarters can rise significantly, especially when in pristine condition. Generally, circulated coins from this mintage are valued around their face value of 25 cents. However, the market value of this coin can jump significantly depending on the condition and rarity of the specific coin. Next on our list is the 2007 Washington State Quarter, a beautiful coin with an interesting history and some surprising rarity. The 2007 Washington State Quarter is part of the State Quarter series and was the 42nd coin in the program to be released. But there's more to it than just its design. Let's break it down. The 2007 Washington State Quarter features a design that honors Washington's natural beauty and the state's iconic landmarks. The obverse of the coin shows the standard portrait of George Washington, while the reverse features an image of an evergreen tree, a mountain range, and the outline of the state. The design reflects Washington's rich history of natural resources and its place as the evergreen state. What makes this coin rare? The mint mark on this coin is key. The 2007 Washington State Quarter was issued in two versions, one with a Philadelphia mint mark and one with a Denver mint mark. The P mint mark, signifying Philadelphia, is where the coin's rarity lies. These quarters were produced in large quantities, but some were struck with errors, making them desirable to collectors. Minting errors, such as double strikes, off-center coins, or misaligned dies, make the 2007 Washington State Quarter one to look for. Errors like these are often worth more than their face value and can fetch a premium price, especially if they're in excellent condition. While a regular 2007 Washington State Quarter is typically worth only a few dollars, error coins or coins in mint condition can go for anywhere from $400 to $900. If you happen to stumble upon one of these error coins, you might just hit the jackpot. Hey there, coin collectors and enthusiasts. Welcome back to Coins Action, your go-to destination for everything related to US coins and their fascinating stories. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, we've got something for everyone. Today, we'll be diving deep into a particular coin that has captured the attention of many, the 2008 Oklahoma State Quarter. We'll explore its history, design, mintage figures, market value, collector interest, and some notable errors to watch out for. So grab your magnifying glass and let's get started. The 2008 Oklahoma State Quarter is part of the 50 State Quarters program, a series that ran from 1999 to 2008. This program was a monumental event in U.S. coinage history, with each state being honored with its own unique quarter design. The Oklahoma State Quarter, released in 2008, was the 46th coin in the series and honored the state's rich history, culture, and natural beauty. Oklahoma became a state on November 16, 1907, and to celebrate its centennial in 2007, the design for the Oklahoma State Quarter was unveiled as part of the series' final year. The design was carefully chosen to reflect the state's heritage, including its native peoples and its status as the Sooner State. Let's dive into the design features of the 2008 Oklahoma State Quarter. On the obverse you'll find the traditional elements of the U.S. Quarter, George Washington's portrait, as designed by John Flanagan in 1932, surrounded by the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and 2008. The mint mark D is visible below Washington's portrait, indicating that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint. The reverse, however, is where the real story is told. Designed by artist Charlie F. Vickery, the Oklahoma State Quarter features a striking design that incorporates elements of Oklahoma's rich cultural and historical heritage. At the center, there's a Native American mountain plover, a bird that is symbolic of Oklahoma's natural wildlife. Behind the bird, you'll notice a single oil derrick, which represents the state's long history with the oil industry, a major driver of Oklahoma's economy. Above the plover, you'll see the words Oklahoma and 1907 marking the year the state was admitted to the Union. Around the rim, there's the inscription E Pluribus Unum, as well as the Sooner State, which refers to the settlers who raced to claim land in the Oklahoma Territory during the land rush of 1889. This design cleverly ties together the history of Native American heritage, the oil boom, and the iconic land rush. Now, let's talk about mintage. The 2008 Oklahoma State Quarter was produced at the Denver Mint. According to official records, the mintage for the 2008 Oklahoma Quarter stands at approximately 349 million coins. This high number means that, in general, these coins are relatively common, and their face value of 25 cents is what most collectors will pay for them. However, despite the high mintage, there are still some coins within this series that have value beyond face value. Coins in uncirculated condition or those that have been graded well by third-party grading services like NGC or PCGS can fetch higher prices. For example, a coin in MS-67, mint state 67, can be worth several dollars, while coins graded higher can be worth even more. Still, don't expect a fortune unless you're dealing with a rare error or a coin with unique qualities. Speaking of rare qualities, let's take a moment to talk about some potential errors to watch for in the 2008 Oklahoma State Quarter. Errors in coins can significantly increase their value, so if you're hunting for a hidden gem in your collection, here are a few to look out for. One of the most common errors to look out for on the 2008 Oklahoma Quarter is a die crack. These cracks occur when the coin die begins to break down, leaving visible lines or ridges on the coin's surface. These can be found along the edges or even across certain design elements. While die cracks are relatively common, a large or well-defined die crack can be considered a valuable error. Another error to watch for is a double die. A double die occurs when the coin die is misaligned during the striking process, resulting in a design that appears doubled. If you notice any doubling in the text or design features, you might be looking at a rare and valuable example of this error. The 2008 Oklahoma State Quarter has garnered considerable interest among collectors, particularly due to its involvement in the State Quarters program. As part of a series that celebrated each state's unique identity, the Oklahoma Quarter is highly sought after by those who collect the entire set of state quarters. But beyond the set collectors, there's a strong interest in coins with higher grades and error specimens. Collectors tend to favor coins in mint state condition, especially those that have been preserved in protective cases or professionally graded. For error enthusiasts, finding a rare mistake on a coin like the Oklahoma State Quarter can be both thrilling and profitable. So, there you have it, the 2008 Oklahoma State Quarter, a coin that celebrates Oklahoma's rich history and culture while also offering some intriguing opportunities for collectors. Whether you're just starting your collection or you're an experienced numismatist, this coin offers something for everyone, from its beautiful design and historical significance to its market value and potential for errors. Next up, 2006 Nebraska. The year 2006 marked an important moment in the 50 State Quarters program. The U.S. Mint released the Nebraska State Quarter as part of its final set of 5 state quarters for the year. With Nebraska becoming the 37th state in the Union on March 1, 1867, the coin commemorates the state's rich history, agriculture, and culture. But to understand the full significance of this quarter, let's take a step back and explore the historical context of Nebraska's statehood. Nebraska's journey to statehood was shaped by its role as a key agricultural hub, known for its vast plains and agricultural productivity. It was also an important player in the westward expansion of the United States during the 19th century. The state's history is rich with Native American culture, settler migration along the Oregon Trail, and later, its pivotal role in the development of the Transcontinental Railroad. When it came time for Nebraska to be honored in the State Quarters program, the U.S. Mint sought to capture elements that symbolized the heart of Nebraska, its agricultural legacy, wildlife, and the significance of its statehood. Let's dive into the design features of the 2006 Nebraska State Quarter. Like all state quarters, it features the standard obverse design, a portrait of George Washington. However, what sets the Nebraska State Quarter apart is its reverse design, which was created by artist John Flanagan. It includes several symbolic elements tied to Nebraska's identity. The reverse of the Nebraska State Quarter depicts an image of a bison grazing on the plains, set against a backdrop of a sunrise over the state's vast prairies. The bison is an iconic symbol of Nebraska's natural heritage, as it once roamed in large herds across the plains before nearly becoming extinct in the 19th century. This image evokes the spirit of the American West and the state's strong ties to nature and wildlife conservation. Behind the bison is the outline of the state of Nebraska, with the inscription Nebraska appearing above the image, and the year of statehood, 1867, located beneath it. The motto "Equal Rights" appears on the left side of the design, representing Nebraska's commitment to fairness and equality, which were key principles during the state's formation. On the other side of the coin, as we mentioned, you'll find the familiar portrait of George Washington, surrounded by the words "United States of America, Liberty," and "In God We Trust," along with the "E Pluribus Unum" motto. As part of the larger 50 State Quarters program, this design truly stands out, showcasing Nebraska's natural beauty in history. Now, let's talk about the production and mintage of the 2006 Nebraska State Quarter. During this time, the U.S. Mint was producing these coins in large quantities to meet the high demand across the country. The Nebraska State Quarter, like many others in the series, was struck in both Philadelphia and Denver mints, making it available in 2 different mint marks, P for Philadelphia and D for Denver. In terms of mintage numbers, the 2006 Nebraska State Quarter had a production of over 550 million coins across both mints, making it one of the more common state quarters. However, due to the popularity of the 50-state quarters program and the fact that this was the final year of the series, there was still significant interest in these coins among collectors. Despite the large mintage, certain editions of the Nebraska state quarter have become more desirable to collectors, particularly coins with lower mintage numbers or special varieties like proof sets or uncirculated versions. Now that we've covered the design and production, let's dive into the market value and collector interest in the 2006 Nebraska state quarter. Because of its relatively high mintage numbers, the standard 2006 Nebraska state quarter isn't worth much more than its face value 25 cents unless it's in pristine condition. However, collectors still actively seek out these coins, especially in higher grade specimens, because they complete a collector's set of state quarters. Coins that are in mint state 65 or higher, particularly in pristine uncirculated condition, may fetch anywhere between $400 and $1,300 on the market. The real value comes from collectors searching for coins in exceptional condition or those found in unique packaging, like proof sets. Proof versions of the Nebraska state quarter can easily fetch upwards of $900 to $2,500 or more, depending on the demand at any given time. Uncirculated versions that are graded by professional services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, also tend to see increased market value. These coins have been preserved in perfect condition and are often valued higher due to their rarity in the marketplace. So, while the 2006 Nebraska state quarter may not carry a significant premium in most cases, if you come across one that's in pristine condition or in a rare packaging like a proof set, there could be a notable return for your investment. No coin is perfect, and that's why error coins can be some of the most interesting pieces in a collector's collection. The 2006 Nebraska state quarter is no exception. A few notable errors have been reported for this particular quarter, and they can add some real value to an otherwise common coin. One of the most notable errors associated with the 2006 Nebraska state quarter is the double die error. This occurs when the coin's design is struck more than once, causing a noticeable doubling of the design elements. In the case of the Nebraska quarter, collectors have reported doubling in the lettering, most notably in the word Nebraska or Liberty. If you come across one of these with clear doubling, it can be worth a significant premium, with prices ranging anywhere from $1,800 to $6,000 depending on the severity and condition. Another error to watch for is the clash die error, where the reverse design of the coin overlaps with the obverse design due to a misalignment during the minting process. These coins are much rarer, and depending on the severity of the clash, they can fetch hundreds of dollars in certain markets. Always be on the lookout for error coins, as they can be one of the most rewarding aspects of coin collecting. They add a unique twist to any collection and can significantly increase the value of a coin. The 2006 Nebraska state quarter, while not the rarest in terms of mintage, certainly holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. Its design, celebrating the state's agricultural roots and natural beauty, is a testament to the importance of state quarters as a way to honor each state's unique history. With its bison, prairies, and the state motto Equal Rights, this quarter represents much more than just a coin. It embodies Nebraska's spirit, heritage, and dedication to its agricultural and cultural legacy. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting out, the 2006 Nebraska state quarter is a great piece to add to your collection. And don't forget to keep an eye out for those special error coins. They could turn an average quarter into something truly valuable. Finally, we look at the 2006 North Dakota state quarter, part of the 2005 series. This quarter features a design that honors the state's agricultural heritage and natural beauty. The 2006 North Dakota state quarter depicts an image of an American bison standing majestically on the plains. The bison is a symbol of the state's wildlife and natural environment. The reverse side of the coin also includes the rising sun and the phrase, Peace Garden State, which references the International Peace Garden located on the North Dakota-Canada border. The year 1889 appears on the coin, marking North Dakota's admission to the Union as the 39th state. The obverse, like all state quarters, features the standard portrait of George Washington. The 2006 North Dakota State Quarter had a mintage of about 375 million coins, which was typical for state quarters. Like the other state quarters, its value in circulation is generally close to its face value. However, when found in uncirculated or mint condition, this coin can be worth more. MS-65 coins typically fetch $800 to $1,700, while higher-grade specimens can command more, with error coins reaching values closer to $2,700 or higher. One notable error with the 2006 North Dakota Quarter involves off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned with the coin's edge. These errors are rare and highly sought after by collectors. Another error occasionally seen on this coin is the double die, where elements of the design are struck twice, leading to slight doubling of the letters or numbers on the coin. The American bison and Peace Garden state themes make this coin particularly attractive to collectors who are interested in wildlife and state symbols. Additionally, collectors who specialize in error coins will be interested in the off-center strikes and double die errors associated with the 2006 North Dakota Quarter. That's a wrap on our deep dive into the top 10 ultra-rare state quarters. Each of these coins tells a unique story and offers collectors the chance to own a piece of American history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Coins Action for more valuable insights into rare coins. And if you've come across any of these ultra-rare quarters in your collection, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear about your finds.